Good morning, all. Welcome to this free online class on C programming language. Today, we will see structure and pointer combination point, that is, passing structures array type of variable to a function using pointer or reference. So, we know structure. Structure is a user defined data type which stores non-homogeneous data elements together in a single entity called as structure. What is pointer? Pointer is a derived data type which stores address of another variable of same type. Means int pointer p stores address of another integer variable only. Okay. So here first we have to create structures array type of variable, means structures not single variable, it is a array of structures variable, then pass that array to a function using reference or pointer. So let's start with one single problem statement. Okay, so here is a problem statement. Structure and pointer. Okay, so program. So what is the program? Define a structure milk dairy having elements customer name, milk quantity per day and number of days. Next, initialize and declare the structure for 5 customer or 2 customer you have to take. Then pass that structure array of structure to a function using pointer, that is with reference. Then calculate and print the total bill of each customer as per the milk quantity and number of days into that display function. Then here we have assumed that price of milk per liter is 50 rupees. So this is our problem statements. Let's start to write the program. So open devslib C++, close all open windows, then open new source file, then save it using save as option. Structure, pointer and function combination. So name, give the name as you wish. Okay, so next, first thing, what is the first thing? Include header file hash include stdio.h. This is our header file. After that, define the structure using struct keyword. Struct name of the structure, suppose milk is the name of the structure, then data member of the structure milk. So what is the first data member? That is character array name. Okay, so what is the size? Take it as 10. Next, that is customer's name who bought the milk. Okay, next, integer. What is the next thing? Next thing is a, what is the next data member? That is quantity per day. Okay, and next is a number of days. So second is a quantity per day. Next, integer, number of days. Number of days. Okay, so if one customer name is Amol buys 1 liter milk per day, and in month total 30 days he has bought the milk. So what is the formula to calculate total bill of the customer? Total bill of the customer is equal to quantity into multiply by number of days multiply by fixed price of milk per liter, that is 50 rupees. Next, what we want to create the array of customers. Suppose C of 2, you can take 5 customer, 5 if you want 5, then write here 5 or as you wish. Currently we have take array of structure variable. This is a called as array of structure variable. array of structure variable. It is array of two customers. Okay, this is name, quantity and number of days are called as data members. Structures, data members or elements or structures elements. Okay, next, this is struct milk is a structure data type, user defined data type. Next, after that we have to display all customers total bill information in display function. So right, give the name to the function as a display. What is the argument? One argument we have to pass. Okay, that is of type pointer. What is the return type? Return type of the function is void. That is, function does not return anything. So what is the pointer type of variable? We have to pass struct pointer. Okay, struct milk, that is the data type, then pointer, and you have to pass any variable name, for example C. Here this is called as function declaration or function prototype. Next, after function declaration we have to create main function, that is main int main. Next, inside main function, what we have to take all the information of name, quantity and number of days from user for customer 2. So taking this information we have to use loop. So we have to use any loop. Which one is the better? For loop. We have to take I is equal to initialize 0, then I less than equal to 1. That means this loop executed 2 times. That means for 2 customers. I plus plus. Next, after that we have to take information of customer, that is name, quantity and number of days. So take that information here. So printf enter name slash n scanf, take the value of first customer, that is name, that is of type character array. That means format specifier is percentage %s. After that, okay, here C, through C of 2 we have to take value of name, quantity and the number of days, and this C of 2, that is the array of structure variable, but it is a value type. So fetching the values of name, quantity and number of days or accessing it, use dot operator. That means here how we can take the value? C of I dot name. This is the first C of I, that is first is C of 0 dot name. Okay, ampersand is not required because it is a character array. Okay, next, for that how the memory is managed. Here name of 0, name of 1, name of 2 till name of 9, then quantity and number of days. This is for first customer record, that is C of 0. After that name of 0, 1, quantity, number of days, that is for record for the second customer, that is of index C of 1, and these two are called as customer C. Then this C of 0, that is address of C of 0, that is base address is, suppose it is 100. Okay, so this is the memory management for C of 0, C of 1, that is two customers. Okay, next, this value we have to taken from the user, and this value first, that is C of 0 dot name, is saved at the name of 0 to name of 9. This phase that value get saved. Okay, next, what next value we want from the customer? That is enter quantity slash n. Okay, again take scanf ampersand percentage d, because quantity is integer type, so Next, ampersand of C of I dot what? Quantity. So take quantity. Okay. Okay. Next, that means customers value type of variable. When we want to access quantity, that is the data member of the structure, use which operator? Dot operator. Okay. Next, printf, take value of number of days from the user /n. Okay, so scanf percentage d comma ampersand of C of I dot number of days. Okay, so take the information from the user. Next, okay, next what we have to do? We have to declare integer I as a variable. Okay, before that, what we have to print? Printf enter customer data /n. Okay, so this is the message to the user. That's a user understand enter to customer data. Okay, after that take the data from the customer in which structure array C of 2. This is the array of structure variable. Next, after that what we have to do? We have to call this display function and pass that structure array. So call to the function display. Okay, and what we have to pass? We have to pass C as a structure array, structures array, that is C of 2. That is only name of the C, that is base. It gives you base address of the array. Or there is another way, just write C or ampersand of another way. What is the another way? Either you have to pass just C or ampersand of C of 0. Both are valid. Both gives you base address of C of 0. That means which is the base address? C of 0 and C of 1. Total is called as customer C variable, and that is base address is C of address of C of 0, that is 100. That is the base address. Okay, next, call to the disp function. After calling, return 0, that is end of the main function. Okay, so next is write the definition of display function. So how to write display function definition? Return type is void, display is the name of the function. What is the argument? Struct milk is the data type, and we have to pass C as a reference, so catch here we have to use pointer, any type of pointer, pointer C, or you can use pointer D, M, you can give any name. Okay, so catch this whole array into which pointer type of variable? Pointer C. That means this whole array of two customers here graphically is pointed to the C. Here what is the C? C is a pointer type variable which stores address of C array, that is customers array. That is C is a pointer type of variable which is in the scope of which function? Display. This C is a array of structure variable and which is in the scope of main function. That is here what happens? This C is in scope of main function. Okay, that is a structures array type of variable. And what is C here in the this is C, this C is in the scope of display function. Okay, and C is a pointer type of variable which stores the address of the C of 0 here. Okay, let's go to the code. Okay, after that, in display function, what we want to catch this whole array into C and calculate the total bill of each customer and display that. So calculating the bill, what we required, one loop is required, I is equal to 0, I less than equal to 1, and I plus plus. After that, declare. What we want to do, declare the integer I, comma, what another variable is equal, total. To calculate total, initialize it to 0. Okay, next, what happened, total, we want to calculate total. Okay, total of each customer. So how to calculate total of each customer, total is equal to, total is equal to, how to calculate, first what we want to do, C arrow. So why arrow operator is used, because to access the data members of the structure using structures pointer type of variable, use arrow operator. So which we have to use, take C arrow number of days into C arrow quantity into what is the fixed rate of the per liter of milk, 50 rupees. So that gives you total bill. Okay, but which customer, first customer, because initially C points to the first customer, that is C of 0. So it calculates total of first customer. And then what we want to display, printf display name of the customer, that is percentage %s colon total bill is equal to what, percentage %d, which is in the integer type, give slash n, and from where that values we have to fetch percentage %s we want to fetch from C arrow name. C arrow name, it gives you first customer's name, then C and what, second total bill is equal to total. Okay, so okay, so here does not want to initialize to 0 also, it works, because in every time we calculate C of number of days into number of quantity into 50 rupees, it gives you total bill. Okay, so this loop is executed for how many times, 2 times, but one thing is remaining. If it gives you same bill for the first customer only, what we want to do, after calculating total bill of first customer, cursor automatically goes to the next customer base address. Suppose that base address of n of 0 for second customer is suppose 200. So after displaying information and total bill of first customer, C automatically stores the address of second customer. So what we have to do, so we have to increment the pointer C++. So what is C++ gives you? C++ increments the address by one location, not only one, it is incremented by one customer's address. So it gives you, if C++, now C stores address 200, that is second customer's address, base address. So what we have to do in our code, we want to, if first customer's information is displayed, we want to increment the pointer C++. Okay, so it stores the address of next customer record. So it's again it prints second customer's total bill similarly. So this is the main point, that is pointer incrementation. Okay, and what address it stores? It stores the address of second customer. Now, okay, so let's check whether it compiles properly or it gives you any syntactical error. There is no syntactical error. Now run it. After running, what is the message? Enter two customers data, enter name. Okay, so first enter name of Amol. Suppose enter quantity per day 1 liter and number of days 30. Okay, enter name of second, suppose Suraj. Then enter quantity, suppose he takes 2 liters per day and how many days? 30 days in a month. So calculate the bill. Amol total bill percent. Okay, Suraj total bill is equal to 300. That is name of the customer, percentage is total bill is equal to 1500. Suraj total bill is equal to 3000 because he take 2 liters per day. So it works properly. That means 1 into 30 into 50. So it gives you 1500 rupees. So it works properly. Okay. So what is the main things? That means, see here. Okay, let's change the program. First customer's address, that is C of ampersand of C of 0. It also works. Suppose it pass to which variable, which function display. So here no need to write C. You can change the variable name also. You have to take D, E, anything. But what we have to change? D arrow number of days, then D arrow quantity. Here also D arrow name and total. Total is not required any variable name, and increment the D. That means here graphically also what happens, instead of C, what we have to do? We have to take D as a variable name. So D is a variable name which is in the scope of display function. So when we pass the customer's base address, that is catch into which pointer type of variable? D. But this point data type is struct milk pointer, because C is of type struct milk value variable, which is stored for storing the address of that which pointer type of variable we have to require? Struct milk pointer. Okay, so we have to change the name of the variable. It does not give any syntactical error. Okay, it works. So again run it. Okay, so enter customers data, first name, suppose Amol, quantity 2 liters per day, number of days suppose 30. Second Suraj, taking quantity 4 liters per day, number of days 30. So Amol's total bill is equal to 3000 rupees and Suraj total bill is equal to 6000 rupees. So it gives you correctly. So summarize our today's lecture. So accessing structures data members using structures value type of variable, whether it is single variable or array of structure variable, but it is value type, then use dot operator to access the structures data member. And if structures data member is of type structures pointer variable and you access to structures data members, use arrow operator. Which operator is used? Arrow operator. Okay, let's see here, pointer D, and in the function declaration it remains pointer C. Is it works? Yes, it works. Actually, in function declaration or function prototype, no need to write name of the structure variable also. Okay, remove it and then also check whether it works or not. Any compilation error? No. So no need to write variable name also, only data type, how many arguments are there in the function and their respective data type. These are the must things. Okay, so in the display function we want to take all customers record is saved into D, and D, using D, first take D of number of days, then D of quantity, multiply by 15 and calculate the total bill and display the total bill. And after that, displaying first customer's record, we have to what? Increment the structures pointer type of variable. That is most important. Otherwise, same customers information is displayed. If you don't write this, what happen? Same customers record, that is first customers record, we have to display two times. Let's check whether it work or not. There is no syntactical error. Just check. Amol per day 2 liters, number of days 30. Okay, then Suraj, number of quantity 4 liters and number of days 30. So what happens? Amol total bill is equal to 300. Amol's total bill is equal to 300, 3000. So this what happens? Same data is printed two times only. Why? Because that same data d, because we have does not increment the structures pointers. So increment structure pointers means structure, it stores the store address, which address currently that store address 200. Okay, and it points to this location, points to this location. Okay, and fetch the information of second customers. That is most important thing. Okay, that is pointer incrementation. So today we will stop here. Students, if you like my video, please subscribe, like to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates, and please share it. Thank you all.